and welcome to the light side of the paranormal. I'm Alice, and today we are going to be diving into black mirrors. Mirrors in the world of the paranormal. Historically, mirrors have been said to have incredible powers. This has been legendary in most cultures. For example, ancient Romans believed that mirrors reflected one's soul. And if you were to break a mirror, you would run the risk of damaging your soul or having parts of your soul or your entire soul trapped in the shard pieces of the glass. Now, the only way to prevent this from happening to you if you break a mirror, they say you should be burying all the pieces of the mirror under the moonlight. Mirrors are one of the most commonly haunted or cursed items, and many people believe that they can act as a portal to the spirit realm. People also think that you can pass through the worlds or the dimensions through a mirror. But the creepiest part of that is that the entities in the other realm can also do the same through the mirror. On this same tangent, people who believe in this also think that the entities on the other side can peek into your world and your reality, and sometimes people have the feeling of being watched through mirrors. Now, humans started using mirrors with intention of using them in a paranormal way beginning in the 1820s and began performing an act called scrying. What is scrying, you may ask? Scrying is an act of divination that involves looking into a reflective surface, most commonly painted black, with intentions of witnessing profound images or visions. This form of divination often provides pieces of the future, but can show past and present as well. Scrying is often referred to as fortune-telling because crystal balls are a popular medium used. Because the reflective surfaces were often painted black, people began referring to these tools as black mirrors. Those who have gazed into a black mirror said to have suffered the following symptoms: intense migraines, seeing demons, experiencing nightmares that just feel way too real, violent poltergeist activity. Here's a story of a well-known black mirror called the Dark Mirror. Now I'm going to go ahead and just read this right off of my notes here because the story is long, but it's really, really chilling. A man by the name of Greg Newkirk owns the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and the Occult. A woman he refers to as Sarah, who prefers to be left anonymous, approached Greg one day after her mother purchased a black mirror at a psychic convention. Mother had become completely captivated by it and intended on using it for scrying. It wasn't long after the purchase when her mother became obsessed with gazing into the black surface at all hours of the day and night. She was in a trance. When Sarah asked her mother to see it, her mother refused, saying it was evil. Sarah begged Greg to take it from her and place it in his museum. Her mother willingly donated it, which is surprising considering how addicted she was to it, but maybe she had seen things that she did not want to see. Greg put it on display at one of his public events. A woman at the event took one look at the mirror and slammed it down, horrified, claiming her own face reflected back at her as a dead corpse. Oh my gosh, I also made a note in my notes that after I had written that last sentence, I got hit with a wave of nausea. It's not that I was deeply upset by the story, though it's really creepy, but I don't know, it was just interesting to note. I don't know if there's any correlation there. Let's get back into it. After other viewers had similar experiences, Greg temporarily decided this object should no longer be on public display. Keeping it covered at all times and never looking at it without the cover, he still started to feel himself being pulled towards it. He would often catch himself caught in a daze, drifting off, and then when he'd come to, be realizing he was staring at the mirror with the cover on. He quoted, "The mirror wanted me to use it." After some time passed, he put it back on display. It was left out, uncovered, but with a warning claiming to look at your own risk. Here are some of what the viewers claimed to have seen in the dark mirror. They had seen their own reflections smile at them, wink at them, twisted shapes in the background, black masses appearing, demonic figures. They would also see themselves deformed, withered and old, dead, decomposing. It even incited full-blown panic attacks. Multiple witnesses claimed to feel an electrical current flowing through them when holding it, and they even experienced their mouth filling with the taste of blood when looking into the mirror. It was on display for a short 3 months, and after hundreds of horrific experiences traumatized his patrons, Greg had made the decision to no longer display the dark mirror, or so he thought, and had locked it away, covered it up in a chest with a crucifix and a rosary. We later discovered that Greg would bring the chest with him to various paranormal conventions and events, but not uncovering the evil within. Greg claims the dark mirror's presence around other haunted items in his collection seems to magnify the properties and behaviors of the other haunted items. It makes the behavior worse. So say that he had a haunted doll and the doll would laugh. Well, typically haunted items don't constantly behave in their haunted way, but he was kind of feeling like the presence of the mirror, if he kept it, say, near the doll, for example, the doll would be laughing more often. So that was very, very interesting and frankly kind of disturbing. Now, after I did even more digging, I came to find some really upsetting and terrifying information more about the dark mirror. I found the website for his museum, and the mirror is very much out of its case. And Greg himself even writes in the caption underneath the photo of the mirror, "Best used in museums psychomantium, where distractions are minimal." So to me that sounds like he's inviting the public to be alone with this item. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like that is possibly putting people in danger, but I guess it could be a big moneymaker for him. I'm not really sure why he'd be doing that. Go back to covering it up and put it back in the chest if you ever come across this video, Mr. Newkirk. So what do you guys think about black mirrors? Are they just haunted mirrors inhabited by entities, or are they just cursed items? Could they really be portals to the other side, where both us and them can pass through our realities? Could it really capture part of your soul? If so, I'm screwed because I have mirrors all over my house. Could it really just be that all of these hundreds of people just had their minds playing tricks on them, seeing what they wanted to see? Could it really be what Greg believes, which is that his particular dark mirror, and dark mirrors in general, could be an energy battery for other haunted items and activity? Is it simply a window into your fears? And that's why people have been experiencing these horrific sightings when gazing into the mirror. They don't want to get old, or they don't want to die, and things like this. Comment down below how you guys feel about dark mirrors. That is all of the information I have for you today on black mirrors. If you found that this video was spooky, interesting, compelling, any of the above, please give this video a like. It really means a lot to us, to Jenna and myself, to see that people are enjoying our content. We will put a link in the description to the museum's website if you wanted to ever go visit the museum or check it out. Do you want us to go visit the museum? Do you want us to try and get a glimpse of this famous dark mirror? Comment down below. And of course, subscribe to our channel for more spooky content like this. We really love to see our following growing, and it really means a lot to us that you guys are sticking around. So thank you so much for that. And always remember to live your life with love and light.